Alright, Zerg friends, this is Fenner. It's time for another replay cast from Stephano here on the Stephano week. It is Heavy Rain LE, and we've got a big star here. This is a very happy player. In the top leftish of the map, it is HeroMarine, also called the Bat, playing for Team Mouz Sports. In the bottom rightish of the map, it is Stephano. As the barcode, you've probably seen him on your food packaging recently, but he does get around a lot, Mr. Barcode. He's got a lot of accounts in the Korean Gem Ladder. He's on all the food packaging. He's on a lot of books as well, and you'll see him all stores around the world. Haha! Good joke, Fenner. Good joke. Oh yeah, really good joke, Fenner. Everyone's laughing. Ha ha ha. Not really. All right, so Stephano's. Stephano's gonna go for a hatch first, and HeroMarine looks like he's gonna go for a CC first. Macro game. I wonder if HeroMarine knows that it's Stephano, because Stephano never does things like early pulls, so you can pretty much do this against Stephano every time you want. Now HeroMarine, for those of you who don't know about him, he is a really good player from I think Germany. And he does really well in the European tournaments, just looking at his tournament results here. Major tournaments, ESL Pro Series Germany Winter Season 2013. He came first place against Soke for 3,000 euros. ESET UK Masters 2013, he came third for 1,000 Great British Pounds, or 1,000 quid. And then in a bunch of minor tournaments, the weekly tournaments, he came in first Casper Spy Arena, first Casper Spy Arena, first Casper Spy Arena, 400, 400 and 1,000 respectively against good players, and then Go for SC2 finals, ESET Masters Season 2 qualifier. So a bunch of like weekly small tournaments that he's done really well in. One of the better foreign Terran players out there. Again, doesn't have too many recognition. Great English there, Fenner. Too much recognition. But definitely one of those players that you need to look out for as an up-and-coming player. We've got the really nice Terran music on in this game. I do like it. And Stephano is picking up that gas pretty quickly. I didn't look at the exact gas timing, but looking at it, it looks like it was hatch, pool, and then like 18 gas. Because if it was hatch, gas, pool, then he would have had the speed starting by now. But he doesn't, so it is pretty slow actually. So speed will be starting right now. Oh, skill. And he's going to go for the 4 queen opener. Now the problem I got with this is that it's not the best against Reapers, especially on this map. Now HeroMarine didn't open Reaper, but Stephano had no idea about that, so maybe a bit of a gamble from Stephano, but Reapers on this map are so good, and with a really late speed like this, they're going to be jumping all over these cliffs, man. And then you'll have a really hard time taking the third base as well, because you've got to get all the way over here with the queens. So it becomes really, really difficult when you open like this. But Stephano's going to get away with it in this game. And it's going to go pretty well for him. He's going to move forward now. This is so that he can get his drone down to the third base. Just moves his queens out. Make sure there's room. Make sure there's nothing over here. And he's going to be able to take that nice and easily. Now I think Stephano likes roach openers in ZVT. It may be a bit different because he is against the CC first here, but we'll see where he goes. The most popular openers right now are the big queen openers, the 5 queen opener, the 6 queen opener, with speed behind it as well, because you get so much creep spread. The creep spread just goes out of control, man. It's like me and peanut butter. I just chuck it everywhere and I spread it on so thick all over the place. Just how I like it. But Stephano picking up double Evo here. Looks like he's happy just to stay on 2 queens. This is okay against the CC first. You haven't got those Reapers there doing a lot of damage. It's just going to be Hellions at the front. He does want to find out about this third CC though. Just having a look at the back of the base here, and not too much information there. He hasn't sacked anything. So he doesn't know if it's a Banshee play or not. Once again, he is going to get lucky that it's not a Banshee play, and he's only building drones right now. Let's have a look how many Zerglings he's got. Only 6 Zerglings, so if HeroMarine decides to go crazy with these Hellions and just suicide them in, then these 6lings may struggle a little bit. but he is producing more right now. So Stephano's got all of his timings down really nicely. 4 Hellions can't really do too much, and then there's more Lings on the way as the 5th and 6th Hellion do join the battle. And he's going to be looking to drone this 3rd base now as well. Spinecrawler coming up, which is going to help him out a lot with the Hellions. Means that he doesn't have to keep chasing the Hellions down and trying to surround them and then losing a bunch of Lings if HeroMarine micros really well. He can just rely on this Spinecrawler to hit the Hellions there, rather than just relying on his Zergling micro, which I really like. I think I'm going to add this into my play, actually. There's a lot of times where I try and micro against Hellions, and then the Hellion control is just too good, and it all goes downhill from there. But the creep spread from Stephano is actually really nice here. I know it's not out too far right now, but it's spreading it in every single direction. Every single pathway is going to be covered by creep. And this is the Scarlet style of spreading creep as well. It's a really good style of doing it. Instead of just putting like 5 down here and spreading them all down the middle, going for that big fast creep spread, you spread them in every direction, and then whatever pathway they choose to come down, it's always a really big pain for them to attack into. Whereas if you don't do that, you just spread them down the middle. Then by the time you end up taking this base, they just start pushing down here and there's no creep and they're having a party time. So Stephano going for the Spire. Actually not going for the Roach Opener into Swarmhosts here like he has done in the previous ZVT that we did cast. And he's going to drone up this base. So it's all very, very standard from both of these players here. Masserak's coming out from HeroMarine, so not going to be mech. I really like this on this map because mech's pretty good on this map actually. There's a lot of choke points, so when locusts are filtering down here, for example, they set up a bunch of tanks there. It's really hard for the locusts to actually do damage. But there are a lot of counterattack paths as well. That's something you've got to be aware of. And mech is not the best against counterattacks, but I definitely think this map is viable for both styles. We've seen Innovation go mech on here as well. But HeroMarine not doing the best job of denying the creep here. It is moving out, and now he's moving in with his Zerglings. Can he get this around? HeroMarine not watching. So many Hellions going down. That's not good. That's not good at all. And look at this creep spread. It's beautiful, man. Stephano must have been watching Scarlet, because this is exactly how Scarlet does it. Now we have got a double drop coming out from HeroMarine. 8 Marines, 8 Marines, so 16 Marines in total. Gonna look at taking down this 4th base, but once again we have got that creep spread. Not too much vision though. He does drop off before he gets anywhere close, and it looks like he wants to fake pressure the middle so that he brings up an opening for these Marines to move in. So he's moving these down the middle now, and he's probably just going to snipe the creep, which will make Stephano look at this army, and then he's going to move into this 4th base with these 16 Marines. He's looking for the kill. I think he's definitely going to get it, but there is an engagement in the middle of the map as well. Stephano kills everything. He just managed to pick up a couple of units there and drop them on the high ground, but he did pay for it with a 4th base. The 4th base is pretty big in a ZVT. You really want to get a bigger economy than the Terran player, and now he's just going to be playing on even bases against an army which is going to be pretty efficient. Luckily he does have this creep spread to make up for that. This is really nice, nearly halfway across the map right now in every single direction. And there we go, 4th base coming down again, but I think HeroMarine's going to go for another attack on that. He seems like the kind of guy who is going to keep pushing down the middle, and then at the same time he's going to move into that 4th base, but maybe Stephano's going to pick up on it. You've got 1 Marine going down the middle. That's not exactly scary though. That's probably there just to look for counterattacks. You don't have the watchtowers on this map. Another base coming up down here, and Stephano is ready to engage into this army here. How many Banelings are out for Stephano? Only 9 Banelings. That's not a lot of Banelings. He's been focusing on the muta production here. He's up at 13 mutas with 8 more on the way, but here come the Banelings again. There's not too many, but there's so many Zerglings. If the Banelings can connect, then it's going to be huge. I think there's enough Zerglings to break through here, and HeroMarine does get pushed back. That creep helped out so much in that engagement, and now HeroMarine has been pushed back. Once again, his medivacs are under fire. Stephano's chasing him down, but he doesn't want to go too far. Without Banelings, you never want to go too far off creep, and once again, this creep spread, it never stops from Stephano. One of the most important parts of playing against Bio nowadays is the creep spread, and he's just got it. He's also got this base coming up and this one as well. I think he needs to build drones. No, he has drones. He has 75 drones, so he should have some. Yeah, here we go. So a couple of drones coming over here. Now there's a preference with 4th base in ZVT. You can either pick up the gas or you can just minerals, and it's just a preference. With just minerals you get a lot more Zerglings and you can do things like counterattack or overwhelm the army a lot better. With the gas on the 4th base, it means that you can get a lot more Mutalisks and a lot more Banelings, but you're playing more of a head-on engagement style. Since you're not going to have so many Lings to counterattack and stuff, you're only going to be able to counterattack with the Mutalisks, and you'll just be relying on Banelings for defense. Both work. I've seen in Pro League recently that people do prefer the heavy mineral style. People will just put like 16 drones on here and just not even think about the gas. But we have got a sneaky drop coming down the bottom left. I'm not sure if Stephano saw that fly over the creep or not. It doesn't look like he did because there's absolutely zero reaction. But this army looks pretty small for HeroMarine here. But Stephano hasn't taken down the rock. 17 Banelings on the way. That's a lot of Banelings, man. Attack coming down at the bottom left here. Oh, he did have units ready down there. Really nice play by Stephano, just being ready. And we've got another base on the way for HeroMarine, so he's not just going to go pure all in off this 3 base. And again, this army looks so small. I mean, there's Widow Mines, there's a lot of Widow Mines. But it just doesn't look strong. Some reinforcements coming now, so quite a few more Marines joining, and a lot of Widow Mines. Stephano's going to have to be very, very careful with his micro during this engagement. Very, very careful. He's moving on to the creep a bit now, but it doesn't look like he wants to go all the way. And here we go, we've got a Zergling counterattack, but HeroMarine is ready for that, and now HeroMarine is moving on to the creep. His mines are a bit clumped, that's not how he wants it. Slowly and steady goes away, but look at this surround from Stephano, all directions coming in from everywhere. The Widow Mines go off doing a lot of damage, but there's so much for Stephano. There's just way too much. 2 more Banelings going to finish off the rest of these Marines, but the Thor at the back, you can get a hit on those Mutas. It's got 3 HP. It's got 3 HP. Kill the Thor. That's surround from Stephano, man. Every single pathway, the front, the side, the back, everywhere. But it doesn't mean that HeroMarine has lost the game yet. It's still moving in with a really strong army. It looks like he wants to snipe this base. The Banelings are not ready for Stephano. Without Banelings, he can't really engage into this. He's going for it anyway, but it's going to cost him a lot of Zerglings. There's enough Mutas above, though, to do the damage, and now he flies away with his Medivacs. That was a big investment for that 4th base from HeroMarine, and as you can see from the banks, that's what it cost him. But at the same time, Stephano lost the drones and he's got nothing on this base here, so he's playing 3 base basically until he gets these drones going. He's got 6 on the production tab now. Ultralisk Cavern on the way, but the 4th base. Oh, look at all those mules! Look at them all! Oh, there's gonna be so much money. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Cash, money, ballin'. So many turrets going up as well, but once again, just gonna look at this creep spread, just gonna admire it. It is really tasty. Finally getting drones onto this base for Stephano, but his main base is mined out now. His natural's gonna be on the way soon as well. It's getting up to 20 minutes in this game. Stephano done basically 0 harassment through the entire game with these Mutalisks, just use them for the defense. And here we go, HeroMarine moving down this alley again, looking for the denial on this now 5th base. Stephano with his Lings on the left, his Lings at the front as well. There's a lot more Banelings out for Stephano this time. This is going to be a really strong engagement. Lings going to the front. He's forgot about these Lings on the left. He's just moving forward to the ones at the front, and it's not enough. He needed the ones on the left. He's completely forgotten about them, and now they're just going to run into a bunch of reinforcements over here. There's engagement at the front as well. Stephano with a lot more Banelings left over though. A decent amount of Mutas as well. It looks like he might be able to hold on here. There's still a decent amount of Marines though, and only 3 Banelings out. 7 Ultralisks. Oh, 7 Ultralisks on the production tab. So he's going to be able to smash these into the army once they get out. There is a gap here as well. Often players do get Ultralisks stuck into the main base, but HeroMarine snipes that base again. Stephano probably wants to look at a base over here or something, because this one is under so much pressure. And he definitely needs to establish a new one now, but Stephano, he's coming in. Lings, Banelings, Ultralisk, everything being thrown at HeroMarine right now. He starts the Marauder production behind this. He knows that he's dealing with Ultralisk. There's so many upgrades on the way for Stephano as well. 3-3 Adrenal Glands, the Ultralisk Carapace upgrade as well. He's moving forward. Stephano realizes his units are strong right now. Ultralisk get worse as the game goes on, but he's off creep. The Ultralisk have a really hard time engaging when there's no speed boost for them. A couple more Banelings being morphed right there. HeroMarine playing this really well right now, but he doesn't want to go too far onto the creep. He needs to be careful. Banelings moving forward. He manages to snipe them before they get the big connections. The Ultralisk going down right there. Marines and Marauders moving forward for HeroMarine. There's no Infestors out for Stephano, so he just has to rely on chasing down the Marines and Marauders. And there's no base here. He is taking this base over here. That one's going to be a lot safer. There are rocks here to defend if he needs to. There's also creep here as well. And Stephano moving in once again with these Ultralisks on the creep. They work a lot better on the creep. HeroMarine, oh, not the best micro in the world there, but as soon as he gets off the creep, that's when he wants to engage. And there we go. There's the micro from HeroMarine. Takes down 2 more Ultralisks right there. The supply is dead even in this game. The banks are pretty similar as well. The Mutalisk taking care of the Marauders on the right, but these Ultralisks off creep, they're not going to be very efficient at all. They are chasing them down though. With just Marines, it might be able to make it happen, but Stephano's going really far off creep. So far off creep. And once these Ultralisks off creep, they can't really catch up to the army, especially without Infestors. And now he's got to rebuild Mutalisks as well. That's painful at this point in the game. He's only got 3 Mutalisks left. He needs them to deal with the Medivacs. But he really wants Infestors right now. He has got, well, he hasn't got that much gas actually, only 400 gas left. Natural is mining out, so he needs to move drones over there. Looks like there's a pause in the game, in the ladder game. And now 5th base coming up for HeroMarine. It's looking nasty for Stephano. Great Aspire. Now this is the thing that is amazing in late game ZVT against Pure Bio. Ultralisk Broodlord is absolutely insane. You often don't see it nowadays because it generally just gets into the point where it's just like Ling Bane against Marines and someone wins at that point. Oh, Stephano, be careful. You never really want to engage off creep with Ultralisks. That's one of the downfalls of the Ultralisk, especially without Infestors. With Infestors, you can kind of make it happen, but you still got to rely on the Fungals there. HeroMarine sees there's no base here. He's just going to back off and pick off a couple of creep tumors there, so it's a lot easier. Drop at the bottom of the map, but Stephano once again ready with a couple of Lings and Banes down there. HeroMarine just clearing up all this creeps. So many Marauders. Now the problem is for HeroMarine, this Great Aspire. With so many Marauders, once the Broodlords are on the map, those Marauders can't shoot up, man. So you're going to have Marauders shooting Broodlings, and there's going to be so much damage tanked, and there's going to be really nothing to kill the Broodlords. So can he make it happen before those Broodlords do morph? There's 5 on the way right now. Looks like Stephano's going to go in. Remember, he's on creep here, but he's just backing off. He knows the Broodlords are essential to this engagement. They're going to help out so much. He's moving forward with the Ultras now. Needs to be careful with those Widow Mines. That's what the Broodlords will help out a lot with. A couple of Marines and Marauders moving through this path as well. HeroMarine is ready, but there's the Broodlords. They're going to tank so many mine shots. Boom. 1 mine shot goes off, not doing too much damage. And there we go, Broodlings on the way. And HeroMarine has to get out of there as soon as possible. He's on the run right now, but Stephano is chasing him down. But he needs to wait for those slow Broodlords at the back. The mines go off, not doing too much damage though, all hitting the Ultras there. And a couple of transfuses is going to heal those Ultras up. And now he can pick off the rest of those mines right there with the Broodlords. And now we're in a really weird game because Stephano is basically on the super army here. I mean, he's got no Infestors, so he can't keep the army in place for HeroMarine, but HeroMarine's got so many Marauders, he needs to start dropping right now. He needs to go for drops because he can't take this army on head on. It's just way too strong for Stephano. And now we have got the pathogen glands on the way as well, so Infestors will be joining the mix in about 2 minutes or so. But Stephano knows his army is so strong right now. He's going to push into this 3rd base. He's looking for Vikings, but all of the starports are in a vulnerable position here. The Broodlords trying to work on them before the Vikings can get out. Remember, he's still got Mutas as well to deal with a couple of those Vikings. The Mutas diving in on the Vikings, right? They're taking a lot of damage from the Marines. The Ultras moving in, doing a lot of damage. The Broodlords tanking so much shots for the Ultras. Is there enough? Can Stephano push through? The position's not perfect. The starport was blocking so much space for the Ultras right there, but still there's way too many Broodlords. Remember, there's still 3 starports here, so maybe he can push through, but still 3 Corruptors taking care of the Vikings as they pop out of the starports. Can he make it happen? 5 Broodlords left, 3 Corruptors. The Corruptors are getting taken down by the Vikings now. There's only Queens left, and it looks like these Broodlords will get taken down. Will they? Yeah, they will get taken down. These Vikings have got no competition right now. So while he will be able to take down these starports with the Broodlords, the Broodlords are actually going to get taken down. Now 8 Ultralists on the production tab to refill his army supply there. Stephano taking a lead in the army supply, but this game is by no means over. Both players are in vulnerable positions here. It's going to come down to the engagements. Are there any infestors out? There's no infestors, so it's really hard for Stephano to force a massive mistake out of HeroMarine. He is moving into this base right now, though. 4 Ultralists. SCV's looking for the surround 2 repair, and HeroMarine does back it up with a bunch of Marines and Marauders moving in to defend these Ultralisks. And it looks like Stephano will be pushed back. He's going to wait for those Broodlords, and now the Infestors are on the way. These are the unit that can really force a big mistake from HeroMarine, because if he clumps up those Marines and Marauders and one fungal goes off, at this point in the game, that is going to be so painful. Because there's really no coming back, because both players are on such strong army compositions right now, especially Stephano. On creep, he is unstoppable. And with a fungal, it's going to be painful. You're not going to be able to rebuild that army. Like, once it breaks through once, there's no way you're building enough Marines to come back into that. He has still got Vikings on. How many Vikings is there? 6 Vikings. We don't have too many Broodlords. A couple of Corruptors as well. And both players are going to fight for the middle now. These 2 middle bases are very, very important. Stephano's already got a lot of mining going on that one. And remember, he's still got a lot of mining on this base as well. He hasn't really mined throughout this game because it's been under so much pressure. He's actually mined more from this base, which he took way after this base, than he has this base. Now, HeroMarine is fortifying this position with turrets and a planetary fortress, which means it's going to be really hard for Stephano to break into there. I still think he needs to drop. With Marines and Marauders like this, he can't take head-on engagements against a Broodlord, Infestor, Ultra, Baneling army. Like, it's so strong. But it looks like that's the way he wants to go about it. But all the mines clumped up as well. You generally want these spread out. I mean, the Broodlords are going to get into there. One Broodling goes into there, all the mines just fire off, and that's it. The mines are useless. The Vikings are moving forward right now. He's going to look for the fungal, but it's really hard to hit it nowadays since that fungal patch about 1 year ago. Mines moving forward. Very tense game right now. Both players starting to establish a bank as well. HeroMarine wants to deny this base, and it looks like Stephano's going to let him have it. I think he can engage into this. Stephano might be underestimating the strength of his army right now. Or he's just looking for that perfect engagement, looking for that big fungal. Look at that clump. A tasty fungal on there would be juicy. They're going to drop in this space, but it shouldn't do too much. He still has got Mutas out on the map. He's got a Spine Crawl and a couple of Lings there as well. Now Stephano's going for it. Fungal goes down on the Vikings right there. This is probably the last engagement of the game, but Stephano doesn't want to commit. He does not want to commit. He's waiting for the Broodlords. The Broodlords are moving in, but are there any Vikings left? There's 1 Viking left, so the Broodlords are going to be doing so much damage now. He's going to be able to push it into this planetary. 4 Vikings on the production tab. This base is actually getting shredded by a double drop over here. The Corruptor's going to come to deal with these Medivacs, but he needs units here to kill the units of HeroMarine. There we go, a couple of Ultras and Banelings as well. Takes care of them. Now the Broodlords raining chaos on this planetary fortress right here. Great play by Stephano here. I think the right decision was to sack this base. He's making it look beautiful right now, and he's got a massive bank behind this as well. Mostly in minerals, so it's mostly just going to be Zerglings. And he's trying to drop mouz on this base. They're going to get shredded instantly. Actually, the Broodlords do pull back. Vikings going to move forward, but there are Corruptors waiting for them. And he has got good upgrades for these Corruptors as well. He's on 3-2 right now with the 3-3. Oh, that fungal is absolutely huge! That's what he needed in this game. He hasn't got another one? Oh, he hasn't got another fungal to back it up. So he's just going to work on these Vikings right now. But this position is perfect. Like, there's no way HeroMarine can engage into it. There's a massive cliff here. He moves down there, he's going to take on... Oh, wow, this is a big army from HeroMarine, actually. Maybe I underestimated it, but again, it's really hard for him to get down this cliff. The Broodlords have got free rain of fire all over this, and this is a huge engagement. Two big fungals going down. The mines doing a lot of damage. It's just Ultralisk left right now. They're getting shredded by the Marauders. A lot of Corruptors, not too many Broodlords left out for Stephano. And now HeroMarine is moving into the natural and the third base at the same time. The Broodlords escaping over this side of the map. A couple more Broodlords on the way. He's got a couple of Vikings to deal with those, but not too many. The position is amazing for Stephano. He's going to take down this Broodlord. HeroMarine moving in with all these Marauders. The Ling's going to be able to do... Actually, the Lings are going to come in great here because it's mainly a Marauder army. But he doesn't have that much lava right now. He's literally got 9 lava, and I don't think he's got any queens on any of the hatcheries because he was focusing on Ultralisk and Broodlords. Great Aspire gets sniped. That means no more Broodlords for Stephano. What a game. Oh, the Broodlords are going over the mines. I think all the Corruptors just got taken out by the mines. Oh, they definitely did. What a crazy game. HeroMarine in the natural. He's moving over to this base as well with a couple of Vikings. Just these Broodlords left for Stephano, and I think he's let it slip. 4 Infestors. This base is saturated. If you can pick up the gas on there, that's even better for HeroMarine. Loads of Zerglings can be built for Stephano, but does that help him? I mean, they do help. There are Marauders here. But if he controls them well... there's a lot of Marines on the way as well. With the Infestors, though, the Lings are going to be so useful, actually. And he is rebuilding Queens right now so he can get those injects going and get more lava going as well. And once he turns those 2,000 minerals into Zerglings along with the fungals, this could be absolutely huge. 1 fungal and a Zergling surround is going to be absolutely huge. Without the fungals, the Zerglings would be pretty much useless because Marines are just so strong at this point in the game. HeroMarine moving into this base right now, but so many Zerglings looking for the fungal. There's a huge fungal for Stephano. Can he take this game? It looks like he will take down a lot of these Marines right now. And he's morphing a couple of Banelings as well. It looks like Stephano going back to the trusty Lingbane Muta. Another big fungal on those Vikings there, but he doesn't have another one to back it up, which means... Oh, there we go, another fungal right there. The Queen's doing a lot of damage to these. There's going to be 2 Vikings left in a minute once these get taken down, but it might be enough to finish off these Broodlords. But there's so many Zerglings coming out for Stephano, just using up that bank. But at the same time, both players are on 115 supply here. The bank difference isn't huge. It's a tiny bit bigger for Stephano. But it's going to come down to the fungals. I mean, the longer Stephano gets to wait, the more energy he builds up, which means more fungals for Stephano. So the slower Stephano plays this, the better it is for him. These Broodlords are eventually going to die. It's all going to come down to Lings and the fungals. Does he have fungals on here? I think he's only got 1 fungal right now, but so many Zerglings with the Banelings as well. That is actually a pretty decent army, even without the fungals. He plows through, taking down a lot of the Marines, and HeroMarine just looks stuck right now. The Marine reinforcements just aren't enough. There's just way too many Lings for Stephano. Now the fungals are building up on these Infestors. That 1 Broodlord picking away at this planetary. Going to be a triple drop over to this side of the map. That's definitely going to get taken down. It's on so low HP. Stephano's not going to be able to get there in time. Focus down the hatch, HeroMarine. Take it down. Take it down. Take it down. There we go. He takes it down. Trying to get a couple of drones in the process. This 1 Broodlord. Trying to do the damage it can. 1 Viking on the production tab. 2 more Ultras. It looks like Stephano might finally be able to get into this game. He's looking to take down this planetary now. Lings and this Broodlord doing a lot of damage to the planetary. This base is almost mined out. Like, it's almost not worth taking anymore. He's just going to rely on this base from now. And now the fungals coming in for Stephano. Hellbats are going to be the choice for HeroMarine. Interesting choice right there. He did see a lot of Zerglings, so it's actually really smart to do that. But now the Ultralists are in the mix as well. They're going to take easy care of the Hellbats. And it looks like this might be the final push for Stephano. 2 Ultralists doing the damage along with the Infestors and the Queens as well. With so many transfuses, it's going to be really hard for Hero. Oh, it's going to die! He could have got the transfuse on that. He could have pulled it back. Stephano's still got mining. There's so many units over here at the same time, though. How many minerals? He's got a lot of minerals on this base. He's got a lot of minerals on this base. He's almost got like What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Almost 8,000 minerals left on that base. So that's going to help him out. Massive fungal again. I think this is it for Stephano now. This is a really crazy game, guys. No Swarmhosts, just intense Lingbane, Muta, Ultralisk, Broodlord, Infestor. Pretty much everything but a Swarmhost. 3 more Ultralisks on the way, along with those Queens and this creep spread coming up to this base. It's going to be extremely hard for HeroMarine to hold on to this. I don't really know how he makes it happen. And the longer it goes, the worse it gets for him. I think the longer this game goes, it definitely benefits Stephano a lot more than HeroMarine. With his current unit composition, those Ultralisks, more energy coming up on the Queens, more energy coming up on the Infestors as well. And this is an orbital command as well, it's not a planetary. The one Broodlord coming in for a couple of hits on this CC again, but you gotta remember that can be transfused, so not gonna get taken down too easily. And this is the last mining for HeroMarine. Not too many minerals left on that base compared to Stephano's base. Most of the patches are getting pretty low right now, probably about 2,000 or 3,000 minerals left on the HeroMarines moving in for the kill. And remember, there are 3 Ultralisks in the mix here. Queen's tanking a lot of damage with the transfuse right there. And this is what I mean with the transfuse. It just keeps rebuilding the energy, and every time HeroMarine engages, he's losing units. But Stephano's just using transfuses and this fungal energy as well. Another transfuse on the Broodlord, the one Viking trying to get it done, which is now on 15 HP. Probably going to end up getting sniped by either a fungal or the Queens here. And this game has been absolutely crazy. 4 Ultralisks at the front. HeroMarine looking to take these down. HeroMarine can do this off creep, but there's not too much space for him to do it. He has got a really nice position looking to take down this Ultras. The transfuses go down. HeroMarine pushing through, seeing what he can get done. He actually looks really strong right now. The Ultra is getting picked off. Stephano's not transfusing fast enough. 3 more Ultras survive. 1 more gets picked off. Another one gets picked off. And the last one survives, but there's no transfuses left on these Queens. Is Stephano going to die? There's no Marines to take down the Broodlord. The one Broodlord. There's a Marine right at the back there. He's going to start working on that Broodlord. What is this game? It's insanity. And now that the Marauders are moving, they want to take down this last Ultralisk. There's a lot of minerals out for Stephano. He's building 24 Zerglings right now, which is going to help him out a lot. 24 Zerglings did just pop along with these, well, they don't have fungal right now, but 24 Zerglings against pure Marauder. A couple of Marines coming across. Did that... Oh, I just accidentally paused the game. 2 more Ultras are still left. This is it. Stephano's going to push through. It looked like he was struggling after that push through from HeroMarine right there, but the minerals are nearly gone for HeroMarine. Look at all the minerals that are left for Stephano right here. Only a couple left over here. This is completely mined out, completely mined out, completely mined out. Stephano moving. Oh, that fungal! That fungal is absolutely huge. All of the units, and GG from HeroMarine. GG! Counterattack. So this is a really strong way to play in a ZVZ. Even just 2 roaches on a counterattack and force so much from your opponent. Not that they're going to do a lot of damage. That's not the key part of a counterattack. The main thing that you're getting from a counterattack is